With a GDP of $10 trillion, India is set to become the third economic superpower by 2035, says the Center of Economic and Business Research. Just 1 year shy of India's biggest sporting aspiration, the Olympics.
साथियों, हिंदुस्तान का सपना है कि 2036 में जो ओलंपिक होगा वो मेरे हिंदुस्तान की धरती पर हो, इसके लिए हम तैयारी कर रहे हैं.
Fast growing economy has vast potential.
India is the world's fastest growing economy.
No South Asian nation has ever hosted the Olympics. In fact, with the overbearing cost that the mega event comes with, no nation in the South can even aspire for a dream that big, except India. But is the risk worth it? Numbers say that the cost of hosting an Olympic has gone up to around $9.2 billion. It took $6.8 billion for Beijing 2008 officially, $16.8 billion for London 2012, and $23.6 billion for Rio 2016. Paris being one of the cheapest at around $10 billion. And even for countries like Greece and China, a strong percentage of their GDP for a 2-week event. However, budget surprisingly isn't even the biggest concern. Every additional cost overrun of these Olympics is huge, second most in the world, even more than some of the nuclear projects. Paris, the cheapest games in decades, according to reports, went almost 115% overboard with their initial budget. In fact, Los Angeles is the only host city that earned a profit from hosting the Olympics till date, mostly because the infrastructure already existed. That's a record profit of $215 million in 1984, which means around $700 million now. Well, the situation was so in Rio 2016 that the federal government had to step in with a $900 million bailout to cover the cost of policing the Olympics and was unable to pay their public employees. And how can we forget about the world-famous tale of Greece's economic disruption in 2004. And the data says that the return on investment, despite the glamour and gaze, is minus 38%. Now take a look at this data. $3.6 billion in return of $42 billion in 2008, while only $5.2 billion for $18 billion in 2012. Mostly because the total revenue from the Summer Olympics is $10 billion, 90% of which is redistributed by IOC. The IOC keeps more than half of television revenue, typically the single largest chunk of money, leaving host countries with nearly nothing. And the condition is even dire for the cities in particular. Check this out. The estimated cost of creating infrastructure worthy of the Olympics can range from $5 billion to $50 billion, which when unplanned would prove to be catastrophic. White elephants in the middle of the city. For example, Beijing's Bird Nest Stadium took $460 million for building and still takes $10 million a year for maintenance. Sydney's Olympic Stadium only maintenance takes $30 million a year, and facilities created on borrowed money in Greece's 2004 economic crash are empty today. So if the Olympics are just an economic disaster, why do countries compete to host it? See, for most countries, sports and Olympics are not about profit. Going by the history, 1964 Tokyo Olympics was one of the biggest urban industrial revolutions. Japan, still reeling from the aftermath of the World War II, took up a hard deadline to modernize and rebuild infrastructure. And see where they are today? Even for Barcelona, the 1992 Olympics is touted as a tourism success story when they rose to 5th from 11th in among the most visited European destinations, and the reputation only grew in following years. Credits to being the host. One of the most successful economies of the East, South Korea's FDI, went from $1.2 billion to $11.5 billion in 2000 because of the country's choice to host the Olympics as the catalyst of their liberalization. Most important of all, the trend of host nations making strides on the middle tally. In 1992, Spain rose in rankings by 19 places to finish 6th. In 2004, Greece finished at 15th, its best position in modern times. In 2008, China topped the table for the first time. How? Well, mainly because the host country has the advantage to participate with the most athletes. Brazil participated with 465 athletes in their year, whereas 302 athletes in 2020. Host Japan had 556 athletes in 2020 compared to 403 in 2024 Paris. And not to forget, for years, the Olympics has been a signature of China, US and Australia's soft power over the world. And India wants that. All eyes to fall on a nation that has its own voice. Whether it would be wise to take that ambitious risk is anybody's guess. But if done well, India will never be the same again.